Welcome everyone to this joint presentation with our partners Entrust and Backbase. And we are here in our mission of re-architecting banking around the customer. Now, in order to do so, let's just reflect a little bit upon how cash has become a relic of the past, right? The reality that we live, especially in the US, is that owning or having a credit card has become a huge, important aspect of daily lives for everybody, right? People want to get leverage on loyalty points, on the ability to be able to do payments and get rewarded for it. But at the same time, it's the convenience of not carrying cash, of being able to do transactions online, and therefore you need the credit card for that purpose. So what we see is that by 2019, on-point commerce has become increased with cash. However, we see that the usage of credit cards has become, credit cards and debit cards has become more and more widely spread. So this is only a growing trend, right? Because of the convenience of paying with the credit card, because of the loyalty points, because services around the virtualization of the credit cards. And what is happening is that we see this growing market in the US. Like, it's expected that by 2025, 66% of Americans are going to use a mobile wallet. So we're going to see this interesting combination between physical credit card, but at the same time, a virtual credit cards leveraged through Apple Wallet or even Google Wallet. Now, the reality is that it's not about only the payment factor, it's all the functionality surrounded by providers like Apple, right? The ability to do the payments, and then you have a face recognition to reduce fraud. But at the same time, the ability to keep a close track of all of the transactions that you're doing. If there was a payment, you get immediately notified that the payment was posted in your card. And still being able to leverage all of these rewards that the credit card companies offer. Now, this innovation, of course, is an ever-growing capability. And with our joint partnership, we will be able to offer things like, for example, the ability to add the credit card or the debit card to the Apple Wallet, to the Google Wallet, the ability to display or change PIN, everything related to the self-service on the customer side. And this, again, is a value added from the perspective of the customer, because you can self-service, change your PIN, no need to call a customer service. But at the same time, from the perspective of the financial institution, you will be able to reduce costs, right? Because for this type of tasks, you don't need to have a big staff to serve on the customer service side. So the question is, as a financial institution, are you prepared to offer digital wallet capabilities to your customers? Are you prepared to become the preferred banking app? So here at Backbase, what we think is on this customer-centric approach, where we put the customer in the center, and we think towards what is the need of the customer. And the reality is that the customer wants to have direct access to the ability of doing payments, to doing payments right away. Once a customer accepts or is approved for a credit card, they just want to start paying right away, right? So imagine this origination flow where you are presented with a credit card, and then all of a sudden, when you get accepted, you just can start transacting with it. So that's a pretty significant aspect of all of these, especially putting the customer in the center. But the reality is that financial institutions, banks, and credit unions, they are constantly facing a huge burden, what we call just keeping the lights on, right? And what we're trying to do is unburden banks and credit unions from these high costs in IT by leveraging the heavy lifting on our side with a platform that is going to cover the entire customer journey, from origination of the credit card, servicing, of that credit card. And of course, what I think rounded up really well is the fact that you can, once you have that credit card, add it to your wallet and start transacting with it. So that's where really our partnership comes to fruition, right? Backbase providing the Backbase engagement layer, and Entrust providing us the card, providing the virtualization of these cards, still in a secure way, in a compliant way. And I think this is a huge win, not only for the customer, but especially for the financial institution. So, Agustin, if you can comment us a little bit about it.
Well, Carlos, thank you very much. So let's move on. So basically, as you know, Entrust has been in the industry for more than 50 years. We are well known for issuing meaningful cards worldwide. And basically now we're expanding our experience into digital cards. So the partnership with Backbase is key for us because we have our install base, our experience, and we leverage Backbase skills to have this at the customer fingertips. We have been in the market for so many years. In the central issuance space, we have a number of customers globally. We can say that today we provide almost 80% of the cards in the whole world. We move on the years into instant issuance, in which we have a very large install base as well. And we can share as well that we have been growing in the digital space. So today we can say that at Entrust, we are in the core of the consumer, in the payment space, because we produce the credentials that allows customers to pay either on a physical card or a digital card. The most important thing for a bank is how soon their consumers can have a payment method in their hands. So we reduce that from 10 to 7 days when central issuing a card. Then we move to minutes in a branch. Now we are moving into seconds with an instant card, a digital card. So basically we have learned that when a consumer has a card in their hands that they can start using immediately, the number of transactions will be more and more. So if we combine the digital and the physical experience, we can go into this path. If a consumer can go to a mobile device, request a credit card or a debit card, we can issue a card immediately, now with Backbase help, and the consumer can go later into a branch to pick up their physical card, or we can send the physical card to their home. Now that we have the digital card in our hands, there's no more anymore to have the card available for them.
Yeah, so just to kind of like summarize that, we don't think they're mutually exclusive. We strongly believe that the virtualization of the cards, but also the combination of the physical card is a good game changer, right? The virtualization of the card gives you the ability to pay with your phone, but also the fact that you have the card in your hands allows you to also have an alternative payment, right? One of the things that we were talking in an interview this morning was, for example, you can still lose the battery of your phone, so you'd still need that card. But it's about that instantaneous ability to start transacting right away. And that really completes the journey. So in terms of the partnership, I think that the key aspect here is that from the app perspective, from the engagement layer, we're going to close this cycle with this pre-integration is something that we can maintain, right? So it's an ever-growing type of innovation subscription, right? Because all the aspects of innovation from Entrust, all the aspects of innovation from Backbase, they just come together. And then the bank just or credit union just leverage that growing innovation as a subscription model. Of course, it's one contract, one bill, right? The licensing could be just directly through Backbase, leveraging the partnership with Entrust. And of course, we're going to be approved partners of Visa, MasterCard, fully PCI compliant, and definitely we have the experience of Backbase, 20 years engagement, but also Entrust in the industry. So among the features that we showcase is, of course, the ability to add the card to the wallet, Google Pay, Apple Pay, but also future-proofing the digital card capabilities, right? Once you add the card to these providers are, again, innovating as well. So that's an advantage that the financial institutions will leverage. So let's just look into a quick demo where we are going to see a very simple journey of how a card is added to the wallet. And again, this is powered by Backbase journeys with the underlying capabilities provided by Entrust. So here, just I got accepted with my credit card. And once I got my credit card, I have the ability to lock it or unlock it. So this is the servicing part. And then I can, of course, add this card to my Apple Pay and start transacting right away. So this is a very nice way to put control on the consumer side if you want to lock your card or if you want to use it right away. So in our next slide, we're going to see the example of the card and PIN display. So more often than not, you may forget your wallet. You have always your phone, but you also need to look at the details of your card in order to do some sort of an online payment, right? Through our partnership with Entrust, we can provide this visibility for the customer still in a secure way and in a compliant way. And that, of course, provides the ultimate flexibility for the end user because they still have the opportunity to access their card from the mobile device, but from the physical card as well. So here is the option of just having that virtualization completely live in the phone. So what do we have left? Just let's make it happen. All right, together. Thank you so much.